What is going on, guys? It is JustAStormDk here, and welcome back to a tutorial video, and this is how to beat the Ender Dragon in Minecraft Xbox Edition. I want to first start off by saying thank you to Cootie Plum, Hindix the God, whatever you want to be called, Emissary Net. I want to thank you. I'm going to add you and put you in my annotations in the bottom of the video, because he was the one who recorded all this, and I did all the editing, and I want to thank him so much for helping me out with this, and it was a great deal of help. And I want to bring this out to everyone who wants to see it so they know how to beat the Ender Dragon when the update comes out. So, basically when you start out, you want to obtain all the resources that you see around you at the current point at which you spawn. So, we luckily spawned in front of a village, so it gives us access to wood, to stone, to wheat, and a bunch of other resources. And that gives us a little bit of an advantage, and we don't have to starve when we try and get all of the other tasks that we have to complete. Also, make sure you play this on easy, or peaceful, for this first part. There's a part where you will change it, but save yourself the trouble. Don't go into super complicated things where you have to go fight monsters in the night. You can die and lose all your stuff. Just set it to peaceful for the time being, and I'll tell you when to switch over to easy when we get to a specific step. So at this point you want to be gathering resources like you play regular Minecraft. Get wood, then get wooden planks, sticks, and make the pickaxe and everything. Find stone, mine it up, get stone, pickaxes, and get to iron. That's what you want to do. You want to get to iron, and then the second step in this whole entire scheme is to get to diamonds, which is the basis of trying to get to the nether, and then all the other steps that you have to do in the future. So you want to also, it's optional, but when you are traveling around, if you find or come across sugarcane, try and mine it and keep that so you can turn it into paper, so you can turn it into books, so you can turn it into bookshelves, because you can use it for enchanting. And enchanting is a big deal in the later updates, because if you want to fight the Ender Dragon, you want to have something powerful to knock it out, because using like an iron sword doesn't really cut it. It's going to take a lot to really take out that Ender Dragon. Diamond's good, but diamond's not that easy to come by all the time, so yeah. So we're making bookshelves right here. You want to get maybe like 15 at least, because that's what we got around, and yeah. So we found some iron inside a cave system. You'll want to look for an open cave system, because they are just the easiest to find resources. You don't have to go strip mining. It doesn't take hours to just find one item that you really need. If you come across lava and you have a bucket of water, just turn that into obsidian, because you're going to need that in a little bit. Luckily, we found our next step, which was diamonds, right above us, and we were next to the obsidian, so we were able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It wasn't really didn't really make it difficult for us, so just hope that you guys will find some diamonds next to lava at one point. Now you want to mine up these diamonds, and you're going to need to mine out obsidian, because they are a little ticket to the nether, because you have to build a nether portal, but we'll get to that in a few seconds. So take those diamonds that you have. You want to get 3. That's the main number that you want to get. You can get 2 to 8 in every single mine or little cluster, so you want to hope that you can get 3, because that's all you really need. And if you have a group, it's easy to find diamonds and get obsidian, so these steps are pretty easy if you're with a group. So this is the tedious part, which is trying to mine up all this obsidian. You have to get 10 pieces to make a working portal, if you want 14 to make it look like the regular portal. And it does take some time, but it is not that bad, really. Well, it takes like maybe 2 minutes to get it all. So now at this point we're going to be building the nether portal, and you're going to put 3 on the sides and 2 on the top, and then you want to get some flint and steel, and you want to light the portal, and then you can head on over to the nether. And this is getting to the point where you can turn it to easy, but you don't have to at this point. There's a few things that we can do before we head over to switching it to easy mode. So we head through the nether, since what you want to do is you want to place it in a spot that is where you would regularly spawn. You don't want to put it inside a cave system, because you're going to get stuck in a cave system like we did, and it's not fun. So above ground, definitely above ground. And you want to keep mining until you find what you see here, which is a nether fortress. And there is one, at least one in every single world from what 4J said, so they should not be that hard to find. So if you start up a new world, you'll be able to find one easily. And what you want to do here is you want to head around and look around for a blaze spawner. You'll know what they look like. They look like these little kind of little towers, and they have a little spawner in the middle of them. So this is really easy to find on Peaceful. This is why I want you guys to set to Peaceful, so you can find them easily without dying or anything. Now what you want to do, this is optional, but it helps out in the long run. You want to try and cover the blaze spawner completely. Just encase it in whatever material that you have, preferably netherrack because you're close to it and it's a good resource. The point of this is to protect yourself from anything that's outside, so a blaze from a distance can't kill you, a gas can't blow the spawner up or anything, and blazes can't leave, so you have a safe chance of getting all of the blaze rods that they drop, which is the main reason that you came here. And what you want to do is just to kill them. Actually, sorry, you have to set it to easy and then start up the game, so now the blazes will spawn, and then you can kill them and obtain the blaze rods. You're going to want to get roughly I want to say 10 to 15 of them, and they're not that hard to kill, but they do a lot of damage, so you want to be very cautious around them. Make sure you have armor and a bunch of materials. So like I said, with the bonus information, you want to make an enchantment table sometimes if you want to do the enchantments and everything, but you don't really have to. It just it's more diamonds, more obsidian you have to mine up, but it's worth it in the long run. Now this is the tedious part. You want to go for hunting for ender pearls. It's going to take a long time. You want to get probably 15. We got 17, so we were a little bit ahead of the game. Now you want to turn those blaze rods that you got from the blazes into blaze powder, and you mix them with the ender pearls, and you make the Eye of Ender. And basically what these do is when you shoot them up, they will direct you towards the stronghold, and they will guide you to pretty much the end, so you can fight the Ender Dragon, which is the main point of this whole entire video. So when you get to just any point, just throw out the Ender Pearl, which is the left trigger, and the Ender Pearl will shoot out in a specific direction and has a chance, I think it's a 50-50 chance of it dropping back down or breaking to pieces. Sadly, ours broke into pieces, so we weren't able to get it back. And be very cautious with the amount that you use. Like every probably 100 steps you want to shoot one out, so you don't waste them all. Because if you just shoot them all out at once, you're going to lose like half of them. So it's not really good. As you saw right there, the Ender Pearl kind of just floated a little bit above the ground. That's where you know that the Ender Pearl, or the stronghold, is right below you. So you just want to start digging down, and you will reach the stronghold at one point. As you see right here, we're just going to start digging down, and all of a sudden we start seeing the stronghold stone, all the mossy stone and the stone slabs and everything. See that everywhere, and we are in the stronghold. So we're pretty much done right here, but we still have a little bit more that we need to cover, which is trying to get to the nether, or the end portal, which is right here. Basically you have to do just a lot of traveling, and you're gonna it's either right next to you or it's really far away from you. Ours is really far away. It took us maybe like 5 minutes to get to it. You'll know where it is because you're gonna see this huge portal right here, pretty much just like a standing or a laid down nether portal, and there's going to be silverfish spawning out of you. To just destroy the silverfish spawner, unless you want the XP for it. But yeah, just save you the trouble with that. Now, this is one thing you want to do before. Once again, an optional thing. You can make the enchantment table and make the bookshelf surround it, so you can get some really high level enchantments so you can fight off the Ender Dragon. And it's a pretty good idea to do that, but you don't really have to. But I would definitely say do it, because it will help you defeat the Ender Dragon faster, so you don't have to... If you unexpectedly just die from the Ender Dragon hitting you, that would be kind of unfair, and you would be really pissed off, and then you'd probably like throw your controller or something. So just enchant your items or something. Just spend time just getting to like level 15 or something. If you watch my friend Hindix gets the a ridiculous enchantment. He gets 4 enchantments in one go. I don't know how he did it, but it was pretty crazy. A fire aspect and sharpness and knockback, and it's probably the craziest achievement or craziest one I've seen in a while. So we'll see that in a second. So what you want to do is you want to surround it in bookshelves in like this fashion, and you'll see that the little letters will come out of the bookshelves and they'll go into the enchantment table, and that's where you know that it's working perfectly fine. It's hard to see, but you'll definitely notice it when you see it. So you see it right there in the corner. Some of it was floating in there. So you want to get any weapon really. Anything is better than the normal one. If you see here, he clicks on the 16. He gets a ridiculous thing right there. It's hard to see. It was really quick, but if you pause it just at the right time, you'll see how ridiculous that was. Okay, so now I cut to the PC version, and this is what happens when the update comes out and everything works out. You just put the Eyes of Ender inside of the portal, the little portal holes, and then the portal will turn this little black void. And you just jump on in, just like the, but it's instant from the nether portal, which you kind of takes a little bit of time to get through. And then you're going to spawn this obsidian platform, and then the Ender Dragon's going to be flying around, and you're going to see these little regen things. Now what you want to do is you want to, it's best to use a bow and arrow, but you don't have to. You can basically just use anything that you want. You can hit it with your hand and it'll destroy it, but it's good to get those really far ones. As you see, I'm going to get some really crazy long range shots with the bow, and it just saves you a lot of time, so you don't have to go up there. If you see that, that's a huge jump, or not a huge jump, but it's a huge stack all the way up there, like this one right here. First try, kabam. It's just, it takes a lot of effort just to go up there, and you get knocked off and you can die. If you saw my Let's Play, that's exactly what happened to me because I didn't bring any bow and arrows. So definitely do that, or you can stack up to them. It's perfectly fine. Anything that isn't native to the end makes it the Ender Dragon wants to knock it out. So if you use like wooden planks, it'll try and destroy them. Now once you have all the regen fields destroyed, he can't regenerate anymore, so now you can just start hailing death on him. Just use anything that you have in your little arsenal and try and kill him. And it doesn't take really that much. You saw with my diamond sword hit and just with the bow, it really doesn't take that much to knock out the Ender Dragon. When you get your final hit, it'll do this little firework explosion, and then it'll just explode into a bajillion pieces, and then there'll be orbs flying everywhere, and it'll be a happy day, and it looks pretty cool. It didn't load for a second there, but there it is. That's the final part. There's a dragon egg on top of that. You can't get it currently. There's no use for it. Well, actually you can, but if you look on YouTube how to get the dragon egg, there are ways you can use like a piston, or you can do like some pickaxe tricks and you can pick it up, but there really isn't any use for it. I mean, you can put it into your house and then that's pretty much it. And you just jump through the portal, and that is the end of the game. So there you go, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you thought this was a great idea, or if you like this video, if you want to see more Minecraft videos or information on the next updates or anything. Thanks again to Hindix the God. You're a great man. I like you a lot. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.